Wobbling got banned. Wobbling got banned.
So we get on our up the Puff player and French TO against Gap Mount player.
So, as we all know, by law, you have to always root for TOs.
Yes.
TOs are saviors of the community.
And if they lose, it's fine because they are TOs, so they have a lot to do.
Exactly. So when you look at this player, you may think, I don't like Puff. But you have to think, but I like TOs more than I don't like Puff.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry to to fuel the Puff hate. It was just part of this joke that I was spinning. I don't approve of hating on Puff.
I mean, all the Puff players just blocked you on Twitter, but that's fine. It's all good. 77% on our up for the moment. Gappy putting on a great
pivot.
Yeah, if you would have gone to pivot. That's definitely every boss has to know that by now.
Yeah.
So you definitely putting that out there back in the day.
Back in the day. Teaching us the way. And now we have controllers that can do it consistently. Not everyone has access to those controllers though, so it's not quite a you should do this, no excuse just yet.
It's gonna be a rest ban. They're not gonna be able to punish, unfortunately.
No, off the top.
But a few flaps from on our up, you know, the missed, like the sink at the start, and then also a missed rest. It could have been punished maybe a bit harder.
Yeah, I'm actually, like I saw him miss, but I didn't really comprehend that it didn't get punished.
Yeah.
Like it should have. I'm not sure what he did, actually, thinking about it. Because like Marth has like a fully charged neutral B.
Yeah.
He's got a way to kill. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Really good spacing.
You can see both players are getting into the camp, into the screen. They're leaning forward. The game stance is on.
So far, what I'm seeing is that Auto Rap's the game plan, or at least his win condition, does seem like these rests. Yeah. Because Gappy in neutral and in punish is incredibly strong to a degree that I don't think we're seeing from Auto Rap. Like he's getting the openings, but I don't think his combo game is like getting it there. Yeah.
You know, the rest are definitely his strong suit. He knows the setups. He just has like great mix-ups on the grab.
Yeah. Catch him in the corner as well. He didn't get the re-grab, but he allowed himself to either go for an aerial follow-up or wait for how the Puff wants to like land. Punish that.
He's playing around the mount. He's found maybe a way to get in. But Gappy controlling the stage so well.
Oh, so this is with Madness.
Yes. When we see a bit of a
Yeah, he overcomplicated it. I completely agree with this decision in singles in this exact situation. In crews, I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
He's got the stocks to spare. He can try like a fancy dance move.
And again, the forward smash gonna hit Zipper.
This is a strong team. I didn't realize Gappy was so good.
Yeah, I didn't know of them, and I'm very impressed by what they've been displaying for the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to get the edge guard. Monarch has been having a tough time edge guarding, as I say that.
Do you know who JVJ plays?
Yeah. Me and JVJ basically like started at the same time. Boomer chic player.
That makes me even more. Because I was thinking, I'm surprised they didn't say Puff or Ice Climbers. Because Puff Ices is a nightmare of a matchup for Ices. We've also got timer on, which is worth pointing out. Because sometimes in crews, it's 99 minutes. So that can be Puff stalling Ice Climbers for 99 minutes.
That's very true. 99 minutes, yeah. I'm sure Chase is going to be very happy. I'm sure Knuckles is going to be very happy about that.
Yeah.
All right, Gappy looking good. Two stocks left, right?
Yep, two stocks left.
Alright.
I had a I commentated a set of Kingu.
Yeah.
In Ices vs Puff, and I don't like Ices vs Puff. I have my problems with it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I was too bad. I might have been. I don't think I was too bad, but he like subtweeted me on Twitter. So now I'm like, you know what? I am gonna be too bad.
What did he say?
100-0 matchup. I can't remember. But he was just like I think he just complained about Ices.
I mean, Kingu is definitely a character.
Just like, how dare you? He is a character. And I like a character.
Yeah.
I like Kingu. I like I like Kingu, and I would like him even more if he didn't shit talk Ices.
He's got that like young you know, energy to him.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
To be fair, I do understand him because I hate Sheik. I hate Icy Sheik. I think it's an awful matchup, and it's awful to play. And if you play it correctly as Ices, it's just so boring.
it's so boring.
It's the worst. So I choose to not play it that way, and then I feel like I lose because of it, and I blame
so
Sheik.
you play against
So
yourself.
I'm the puff ice
Yeah.
in the like the puff Ices mentality. I do get it because it's like I also don't because I'm also like no, Puff doesn't have to camp. Puff wins without it, but
Yeah.
that's another thing.
That's another discussion.
But playing Puff optimally against Ices is just stalling.
yes, definitely.
And there's nothing Ices can do. It's the worst. So,
very
but I do
boring.
understand that feeling of I don't want to play that way either. But there's nothing in the rules that prevents it. Oh, time's up.
No.
Fortunately, no. I mean, there's still an Ices on the table, but there's no Ices Puff. So
All right.
fine.
So Madness, as we talked about, very strong French player.
Yeah.
Beat Luan like literally last weekend. And now he's got to play against.
I'm pretty interested actually in this. This should be, well, this could be. My initial consensus is people that don't know the matchup against Luigi struggle, obviously. But Marth in particular.
Yeah.
The way that Luigi can approach with an F-tilt and pretty good. The way Luigi can approach with an F-tilt and just be like hovering with you as you get pushed back is so weird to deal with. And I see catch Marths up all the time.
It's just, you can't use your dash back as much as you can use it in other matchups.
Agreed.
Luigi's so good at overshooting that's like just slides around during the stage and the Marth usually get caught off guard. You don't know what you have to play against.
Yeah. On the other hand, though, him having an Ices, a good Ices on his team, tells me they probably have played.
Yeah, for sure.
And like having knowledge against wave dash heavy characters is important. I think it will help. It will help. Granted, there's still a lot of tricks that you need to learn about Luigi. It's not as simple as character can wave dash, play the same way. That was a really good back end, but he didn't like wait before the down air.
Alright, Madness, 4 stocks. Gabby really wants to take that stock. Try to go for the side lead, get it over
Oh,
with.
that's just it. Wow.
Damn. I'm trying not to be too biased, but these are my boys.
These are your boys.
These are my boys.
It's okay, I could be biased on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Smired.
If you're biased for the other team, then
Yeah,
that feels better.
I'll be biased for Smired and his team. Unfortunately, I don't know the others, so I'm not a great bias. I could be better.
What do you think about Luigi Ices?
It's weird.
It's weird, yeah.
It's weird.
The two characters are kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's just a strange matchup.
It's just like those kind of matchup that without wobbling now, it's just like, it's very weird. It's even weirder.
I felt it may not come up as we're seeing Peach, not Ices. So this might not be relevant. Maybe what's Bura? We'll go with Bura.
Burr.
I thought it was B-U-R-A.
Oh, Bura.
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 Nice. Bura might just win, and we might not get to see Ices
Yeah.
with Luigi. Ices Luigi. Oh, sorry. Peach Luigi is not the same as Peach Ices.
No.
I think Luigi still struggles. He's still a character that likes his ground positioning, and his movement in the air isn't great, unlike Peach.
Yeah.
Very good in the air, and has a very good way of dealing with grounded opponents. So I would have thought, I would have gave it to, if I was to go, if there was a crowd of Luigis, there's a crowd of Luigi mains, and I walk up and I say, Peach is a hard matchup, right guys? I think they would be like, maybe this guy's a Luigi player.
It's like one of us.
Yeah.
So in Paris we have a great Peach player. We have multiple great Peach players. That was an insane.
That was such a good drift.
Yeah.
That was some lost to float heights.
We got Victor and we got Arte. Some of you may know Arte for all the work that they've done for the melee community in terms of making the game more accessible. Or what they've done for the controller, I think. But yeah, so we got a few good pitch players. Although Bureau is doing very well right now. I love how they're playing the matchup.
I think they were overcomplicating the turnips by the ledge, but like the first one was really good. I know with Ices, it's like in Peach versus Ices, it's a big no to use turnips while they recover because the flowchart is just like so simple.
Yeah.
Getting Icy's recovery, which isn't the same as Luigi, obviously. But you've got like Peach's down tilt should cover Luigi's up B.
I guess so.
I would have thought that would be pretty simple. And covering Luigi's side B, you can just wait and then drift with it.
You don't want to be too proactive. You want to be very much reactive.
Let Luigi move into the bad position. Don't like punish him wherever he is.
My thing is, whenever I see someone play against Luigi, it's like, do they know how to deal with side down B? Because down B is like that thing with like every Luigi player tries it. It's like, all right, how are you gonna respond to that?
Yeah, and like as we saw, I think Peach is extra good at it. Yeah, because they can just pick a height and then stay away from it. That's where I'm surprised we're not seeing the drill.
Yeah.
The down B. Yeah. Sorry, the down A.
I don't know how much experience they have against Luigi.
But they look good.
They look good.
I kind of only calling it out because I'm like, well, how you're like floating and getting around the that, which he did that time. Yeah, particularly good. So that was a nice kind of. It was like just the right spot that he got the auto cancel. This is where I'm like, I guess why not turn it? But in the other hand,
it worked out this time.
It did work out. Perhaps I am simply wrong.
Perhaps we don't know enough about the current meta.
Maybe my Peach knowledge isn't as great as Burner's.
Maybe it's changed in 8 years. Who knows?
Maybe.
A little bit.
We say that though, like, I'm still not convinced that he needed those turns. He could have went off and
could have done without it, but if he feels comfortable with it, then why not?
I think unlike Icy's, Luigi's side B takes a lot longer to move forward. So like you have that time to pluck and throw the turnip. Exactly. Unlike with Icy's side B where they could probably get back. Or they might be able to get back if you're wasting time playing turnips.
And there's also the chance to pull a special turnip and then maybe have an advantage.
That's true also.
I thought it's very, very even. It couldn't be more even.
This is coming back though. Like it looked pretty heavily on Burrow's side.
Unfortunately, he kind of slipped off with his shield and then didn't grab the edge. Yeah. Kind of went sideways. Kind of went south.
Oh, did he just nair and then edge cancel the nair the second he did it?
He's got insane like platform cancel weird like Luigi stuff.
Yeah.
He's got the platform wrapped like nair where you keep coming back on the platform and doing nair.
Who did JVJ play? Sorry.
Sheik.
Oh, Sheik, yes.
Which is not great.
This is pretty important that Madness takes this win. You don't want to be. Yeah, we were just talking about how awful Icy's Sheik is. Very good.
Yeah. That was a great. He's got. I mean, we've seen some great platform techniques, but Bureau, I didn't know. Very impressed by the level. Again, another name to look for in bracket. True.
If I could have given advice to this team, I would have said you should lead with Sheik. Because they're not going to lead with Ices.
I agree.
Leading with Ices would be kind of a crazy choice.
Yeah. Especially when Spotted is probably the best player in the crew.
I think so.
Even though the other players are amazing, as we have seen.
Yeah. These are very strong players.
Alright, so in terms of like, in France, we have a few Ice Climbers players that are like coming up now. That I don't have the name on hand right now, but hopefully it'll come back to me. But like it's not, obviously I don't play ICs anymore, but I still like, whenever people have to play against ICs, I'm like, do you want me to play against you? Do you want me to like warm you up?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, like, I still like playing ICs.
You still got it.
Yeah.
Still got it.
On box is different. I think it's very weird on box. I don't know how like Noxer does it, for example. I think wave dash heavy characters on box are very weird. But yeah.
I would have thought having just like the max angle on deck.
Yeah, but you only have 3 angles of wave dash. And I think having only 3 angles and not being able to finally control the angle.
Right.
Also, the wave dash is not on the home row, so you have to move your hand every time to wave dash. And you wave dash so much that like sometimes it gets it's a bit annoying to come back to it. But that's mainly just me. Like I think dash dance heavy characters are more feels better on box.
Yeah. We've got Icy's Luigi.
The best matchup to commentate.
The best matchup to commentate, obviously. And actually something that I probably can impart wisdom that many other commentators couldn't. It's nice when Icy's come up because I'm like, haha, that was my chance to shine.
This is my time.
With Icy's, as always, the grab is a thing you want.
Yes.
That's kind of like an unwritten rule of Icy's. The grab's important. Things that you can do to lead into the grab are pretty cool. Blizzard is very good.
Yes.
Not as good versus Luigi, because Luigi's ground game is better and more and faster than yours.
Yes.
So it's like, just not as good as it might be in other matchups. It's easier for Luigi to contest than others. What I've found personally is getting Luigi in the air with your dash attack is very, very good.
It's extremely good, I agree.
Luigi's tools for getting down that are very good at catching the other cast, like his nair or his down air.
Or down B sometimes. Like.
Yeah. Icy's up air just beats all of them.
Yep.
Pretty solidly beats all of them. Luigi has terrible air momentum, as do you. But because his is as bad as yours, you can actually follow and just keep poking him. Icy's do so much damage per hit.
Alright, and we're already getting started.
Already
stuck on Madness, no stuck, one spotted. So yeah, I want Madness to stay on the ground as much as possible. There's definitely where it's gonna be winning the interactions. Well, that's gonna be it.
There goes my knowledge.
And now
Didn't get to see anything that I talked about.
And now we have your favorite
It's
matchup.
over. Now my favorite,
Sheik against
Sheik Icy's.
yeah.
We'll see, like, if both players, gentlemen's like no defensive play, Icy still win, but it's a more interesting matchup. Because Sheik has the tools to like hit Icy's away without like resorting to platform camping. Icy's don't have, like, you need to be good against Icy's. Like, you can't be, if you're getting jabs, you need to be prepared to be DIing out of it. If jabs are leading into grabs consistently, then you actually just can't stay on the ground.
Exactly.
So you have to play the sort of platform game. But Sheik's forward air is very good against Icy's. And if Icy's do get separated, or if you separate the Icy's, Sheik is very good at killing Nana.
Exactly.
And Sheik's pretty good against Sopo. Unfortunately for Sheik, she's got the chain grab to deal with, which means that like a grab comes in and you will eat like a solid percent. But once you get out of that range, Sopo probably struggles the most against Sheik.
For sure.
So, and this isn't a Sheik. You lied to me.
This is a Sheik. They just we saw
he did a gimmicky thing.
Yeah, he did a gimmick.
He did a freaking gimmick.
Alright, I've known him for 8 years, maybe more at this point. So
did you know that he was a gimmicky?
I mean, he's you know, he plays other Smash games and he likes his funny characters. So and he also sometimes plays like Mario and Dark. So he's like, he likes to have fun.
Yeah,
he likes to have fun.
So this is actually a good position for you to be here.
Yeah.
As a previous Ice Climber player who knows this player, presumably you've played Ice Sheik versus.
Oh yeah, a lot.
You can give a bit of insight to what to expect from the playstyle.
We would expect a lot of platform play. I think when we played a lot, he at some point opted to play a lot on platforms.
Yep.
I don't know how his results against Icy's are like recently. He's played a lot against. He's kind of like also that player who's like, old, like I guess old school we can say now. Because like comes back into the game for like a few months and then leaves because he has other things to do in life and then comes back. So it's, definitely one of his big tournaments back in a while. But yeah, he's gonna play a lot on the platforms. He doesn't like the matchup, as a lot of Sheik do.
As Sheiks don't.
Yeah. But it's fine. So he opts to play a lot on platforms and play the annoying game.
Yeah.
And I think, all to his honor. But you just don't want to.
Oh, okay, we're actually playing it.
Yeah. You don't want to get impatient. If you want to play that really annoying game, you want to keep the person.
Both characters, need to maintain their patience.
Exactly.
That was an interesting down in.
What does he do? Is he gonna be able to kill the Nano? No. Nice recognition. That was a bit scary.
It was a bit scary. I'm pretty sure Nana, if she chose the down smash,
That's it.
would have just hit.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a RNG-based choice. But hey, it worked.
I mean, in this situation,
No slip hog. Not that it would have mattered in that specific scenario, but that's like a very common ICs thing now. That, the slip hog, for those that don't know, if you wave dash off the stage with both climbers, and you hold shield as you're falling, Nana will actually fall down with you, so then you can grab ledge, let go, and then Nana will grab ledge. If you don't slide off, so to speak, if you just like wave dash off and grab ledge, Nana will always double jump.
exactly.
So it's a new development, fairly new.
Yeah, no, all ICs do it basically.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely one of the main techniques.
It's taught at IC school.
Yes.
You're like third year, so pretty early.
All right. Well, for the moment, JBG is doing pretty well. Although that down smash, that's the killer. You're never ready for the DI on that down smash.
Yeah. What was extra good about that down smash in particular is it was right after Nana got knocked into the corner, and then he wave dashed towards Nana, giving the idea that, oh no, I'm gonna protect Nana. So then the immediate wave dash. I love the attempts.
The attempt was good.
That was for me. You see the smoke?
Yeah. It's like our neighbor's commentating.
I don't even like that.
All right, and now I think JVJ is starting to get a bit impatient. You can't
This
just
is
go
where
in
they
at
fall
like
apart,
14% and just go in with a back air. You're just gonna get destroyed.
You need to annoy the climbers. If the climber isn't feeling impatient, then you're losing.
Exactly. All right, I like the needles though. Needles are very, very
good
good.
down air. I see the value of the down air. Good recognition of how Nano was desynced, so he was able to mix up his timings, which probably looked like spam.
But
it
not.
I swear, I promise you, it was not spam. Or it was spam, but it was calculated spam.
Aww.